sets the tone for us to bring you a click buzz. He has trending stories in the week, and we are starting off from Kumerica, my own land, my home. Yeah, so the newly appointed Ashanti regional minister is saying that there are plans underway to bring Kumawood stars to senior high school campuses for entertainment sessions. Now, the Ashanti Regional Minister, Dr. Frank Amwakohene, has announced a new initiative aimed at bringing Kumawood stars into the entertainment programs of senior high schools. He says this move is part of a wider plan to weave elements of health, fashion, and the creative arts into school activities to help shape students through culture and homegrown talent. And he also noted that involving Kumawood actors in school events will also help boost student engagement while exposing them to the richness of Ghanaian arts and culture. So this actually is going to be a partnership between the local fashion industry and Kumawood to design costumes for film production. And there's also going to be an arrangement that would not only support the creative sector, but also provide real-world opportunities for young fashion designers. So these are some of the contributions they are going to make in promoting Ghanaian arts and culture. I'm sure the first time you came across this particular headline, because I had seen people on social media, Facebook especially, who were ridiculing this whole thing when the headline was circulating, yes, on social media. And I was like, I thought we are in 2025. I thought we have left behind that colloquial language that, the colloquial mindset that and we cannot inculcate some of these things into our education. We've been proved over and over again that, Charlie, entertainment is also serious business. So we shouldn't just focus about the traditional career paths. Oh, go to school, go and become a doctor.
I think the issue was the word Kumawood. It has always been something that people have had issues with. Well, I don't know.
They've had issues with Kumawood.
Not issue as in like bad
the
issue,
name,
but the word itself.
Why?
When people hear it, all that rings in their head is joke. Kumawood, because of the kind of movies we've watched in the past. But I'm saying, it's a bad mentality to have. What this man is doing is super beautiful.
Yeah.
It is so good. See, the regional minister is, as of now, I don't know the number of regional ministers that are doing what he's doing. But this man is showing how smart and intelligent he's being. Now, he's focused on building the Ashanti region with the creative arts sector.
Yeah.
He's keen on it because the creative arts sector, I mean, let's say even movies per se, let me use movies only, because I've not seen a lot he's done with the music people. But movies per se, if you look at the movie industry, he's using it as a way to develop the region itself.
Yeah, promote it as well.
And before, we've known them for churning out very, very good movies, though the name makes people think it's too local. But what he's doing, again, in terms of selling the Ashanti culture, it is key, because the school tour is not going to be an Ashanti regional tour. It might be a nationwide thing. So there are kids who are from Takrady who have never probably had a feel of the rich Ashanti culture. If they are in school and Dr. Laiki, Checheku, Lewen and the rest are to come into their school there to come and act a play for them, the child is going to be more drifted to understanding the Ashanti culture, because they are come to do the play in Ashanti. And the stories would always be based on our locality and how the Ashantis live their life and all. So I think in terms of being smart, this man has proven that he wants to build his region with the right things, and it's working for him. Me, I'm so happy that in a long time there is a regional minister in this country that is paying attention to the creative arts space, even more than the sector minister herself. Our mother, Auntie Jifa Gumashi, it's been 3 months. I have not heard her say anything. It's been 3 months too. We've seen all the beautiful appointments that have been done. That would be different. But I mean, the woman at the helm of Affect, who is our creative arts minister, it's been 3 months. I've not heard her say A, B, or C. I stand to be corrected though, but I've not heard her say this about, oh, then this is the path we are going through, or this is what we are doing.
As in, she hasn't really introduced a major reform?
Nothing. I'm not even sure she's had a presser or had a communication go out there. Though we know she is a sector minister and we respect her for that. But I've not heard anything from her. But if you look at this man's short term in office, he's met with these Kumawood people. He's met with them 3 times, so not 1, 2.
Yeah.
And he's even talking about having a committee that would see what caused their downfall and how they will rebuild it. And another one too is the new initiative he started right now. It's also another initiative. So
the Ashanti Fest.
Ashanti Fest.
Yeah.
So it should tell you such people know how to build a nation, and there are greater countries around the world that have built their country around the creative arts, and that system generates a lot of money. So if you are going to be serious and we are going to use it, it will help us. I'm just happy that this man is taking advantage of it, and it will help, especially the children in school that are willing to be into theater art and drama club. Those in the drama club and all those things. This is their time to be able to tell their story. This is the time for us to go and discover the next John Dumelo, the next Bella Samoa, the next Lewin, the next Likey, the next Calibos. You understand? This is the time to discover those people, and the man has taken a very good. Anybody who laughs at this sort of initiative, excuse me to say, you are shallow. You are not. You are myopic.
There's no excuse.
No, honestly, anyone who finds this funny is very myopic. The person is just looking at it from the right up, but you're not looking at it from the longer scale. That how important is it going to be to the ecosystem? And I think Obi Onye will be Onye serious.
No, yes, it was. Well, speaking of Ashanti Fest, let's bring it down to our Western region. You know, just as the Ashanti region has their new regional minister, we also have our own, Mr. or Honorable Joseph Nelson. And I don't know, it looks like, let me put this one down. I don't want to say it because I feel it's too early to say that we haven't seen the works of the regional minister. Because, I mean, he just got appointed, right? But I was thinking that as we are in a reform era, we are redoing, so resetting and all the rest. I thought maybe we would have some form of a stakeholder engagement, because when you come to the Western region, we contribute so much also to the creative arts industry. We have so many tourist sites. We have the anchors, the masquerade. I mean, it's big. That's why we say December is in tardy. So I was thinking that, okay, maybe we could see something similar. But maybe before the year ends, we could have something like Ashanti Fest. Not exactly like Ashanti Fest, but we could have something that would also bring the people of the Western region together. Because I am one person that believes that the region has so much potential, and it's very, very unfortunate that it hasn't been sold out there. The part that has been sold in Okra-Ampone, it hasn't really been sold that well for people out there to know. And so we could have something like this Ashanti Fest, not exactly like that again, but we could have something that would also bring all these people together, because Western region houses about 3 or 4 ethnic groups, tribes. We have the Ahantes, the Wasas, the Nzimas, and who else? Is it the Seshi? Okay, Seshifono, they are Western North, right? Yeah. So
then we can add a bit of Fanti, because
yes, and then the Fanti. I mean,
places,
exactly, yes. Yeah. And then the Fanti. So we could even do this and also promote some these languages as well. Because I'm sure there are schools here in the metropolis that don't even teach any of these local languages.
Yeah, most of them teach Fanti.
Exactly.
Most of them teach Fanti. They don't teach.
Everybody is teaching Fanti. But when you go to the central region, no school is teaching Ahanta. No school is teaching Wasa or Nzima. So why is it that in the Western region we have schools teaching kids Fanti?
Sika, I think this is a very broad topic. This is a topic that if we start talking about would go the long way. But I think one of the biggest issues that the Western region has faced, and anybody who even attains a higher position that would want to help the region, is chieftaincy issues. That is the capitalist in this conversation, because if you tell me you want us to have the a hunter fest, let me use an example. It's just, I don't know if it's something that happens.
Then it means it's for just the hunters.
But this is their land, so let's take it that way.
But Western region is not for hunters alone.
Okay, so
you get it.
So Western Fest. Let me put it.
Yes,
just
let's just do it like that.
Western Fest. Let's say you want to do Western Fest. At this point, you would need the leaders to come to, because this Ashanti thing they are doing. The chiefs over there understand though, because there's something happening in the land. It's not just a normal West Side Carnival or a tidy fest that's happening.
The custodians of the land actually,
they have to be involved. And these House of Chiefs have had their own issues, the whole back and forth for years. That has not been solved. So I think it was quite recent we heard that Takrade now has a chief. It's been that long. They've had chieftaincy issues here and there. When you go to they say upper Discof and lower Discof, there are issues over there. You understand? So all these things makes it very hard for whoever becomes regional minister, or even if the president comes from here, it becomes very difficult for you to do what you want to do, because the indigenous themselves have internal issues that have not been solved. And right now, I can tell you that people I know close to the regional minister will tell you that his main focus is to solve those, not Galamsey per se. Galamsey, that is another topic. But to solve the chieftaincy issues. Secondly, an MP was saying he wants to solve the chieftaincy issues, and there were same people from the palace also telling him that he's not the one to come and settle their issues.
That said he's not the one to come and settle their issues.
So it should tell you the kind of game we are playing. So someone like the regional minister's own job will be, then let's see and solve the issues. The issue hasn't been solved. How can you tell us that we should go and do a stakeholder engagement for creative art people? And creative art every day, item 13. Every day we are treated like item 13. Sometimes it's hard for us to admit the truth. But you see, in my life, I always say that admittance is better than you fooling yourself. If you admit that in all that they are doing, you are probably the last but one, or not the last but one on the item, you shouldn't be bothered about some things. You shouldn't be bothered, because I believe if those main issues are solved, it paves way for those of us in the creative art space to get our issues out. Because right now, if you go there and go and tell him that RM, we want theaters in our city, we want cinema, so that right now they are premiering a new movie in Accra and we don't have this and want to watch. We are going there, but the regional minister is telling you that they are fighting Galamsey, which is a national discourse. You are come talk about cinema. The regional minister will tell you there is chieftaincy issues here we are trying to solve. Now, assassin who basically theater also isn't it from the same custodians? So it's a broad topic. If you have to talk about this thing, it's very broad and it has a lot of segregations when it comes to these things. So I believe it's a call. It's a good call. It's a call in the right direction. But as a time, let's not build castles in the air. Let's wait. When the dust settles, our turn will come.
Let's not be Delulu.
Yeah.
Yes. Delulu, but sometimes it's good. So Delulu is the new Sululu. So if you don't get a bit delusional, Charlie, you know, stay sane. So that's it. Thank you for this particular one.